Tim Tebow launches major new campaign to fight human trafficking and save childhood sex victims. The Unknown campaign launched by Tebow seeks to find and rescue those living in peril and pain. Tim Tebow, athlete, humanitarian, and founder of the Tim Tebow Foundation, has announced a major new campaign to fight human trafficking and rescue childhood sex victims. Given the horrors that are occurring right now to some of the most innocent individuals all around the world, this is something that's near and dear to my heart, even though this is about probably some of the worst stuff you could talk about. Tebow talks Fox News Zero in an exclusive on-camera interview this week from South Africa. Tebow and his foundation picked Sunday, July 30, World Day Against Trafficking in Persons, as the date to announce their new initiative. He's also about to turn 36, and each year uses his birthday to help shine a light on the needs of others, as he did last year as well. The day is recognized worldwide as a time to raise awareness about the disturbing developments and growth of human trafficking, estimated to be a 150 billion industry, with some of 50 million people trapped in bondage, Tebow and his team noted. Tebow's new Unknown campaign seeks to identify and rescue the scores of children suffering from sexual abuse and torture, with some of them even victims at the hands of family members. And we know that at TTF that we have been called to this fight. We know that our partners have been called to this fight. Tebow said his foundation had been engaged in this fight for a decade already. The last 3 years very public. The group said it is blessed to be part of 20 safe homes around the world, with 22 in progress. Through our partners and teams, we have been able to help rescue more than 1,000 victims. However, said Tebow, we are called to do it for a lot longer. This is just something that's so personal to us. Everyone these lives that we know we are called to help is indefinitely available to God. We believe, and they are better to be to us. He said it's critical for all the boys and girls that we've been falling in love with, that we know their story, that we have hugged them, that we have cared for them, and that we have been able to give them long-term restoration and counseling and therapy, said Tebow. You fall in love with them. We fall in love with their smiles and their joy, and they go from such a place of hurt and anguish and pain to smiles and laughter and joy. The children once found and rescued and cared for can then move to becoming involved in the normal everyday interests and cares of kids and young people, everything from basketball or plays or singing or whatever their passions are, said Tebow. Every boy and girl is worth and deserving, said Tebow. And you got to see what hope and joy can do in life. Every boy and girl is worth and deserving of having that chance, I said. And that's why we are so passionate about that what we have been called to every day. Tebow explained why his birthday campaign this year is called Unknown, he said. It's disappointing that we even have to title it that. But the reason he titled it Unknown is because of CSAM, child sexual abuse material, and in just one of the law enforcement databases, added Tebow. There are at least 50,000 boys and girls whose images of them being abused, tortured, raped. At least 50,000 of these boys and girls are identified and their location is unknown. And that's why we have called this Unknown, because we believe that every single one of those boys and girls are known to God. And it is worth us doing anything and everything possible so they are known, so that are located, so that they are cared for and rescued, so that they can have the love that they deserve. God loves every single one of these lives more than I will ever love them, more than any of one of you US will ever love them, Tim Tebow. Of his very strong faith beliefs, Tebow said, my faith encourages me on this because so much of it is a heart. There is so much evil, and every day we are dealing with so many people in desperation that you want to help and get as many people as we can, he said. There is so much pain and anguish, but the hope that we have in Jesus, God loves every single one of these lives more than I will ever love them, more than any one of us will love them. And we know that there is a heavenly Father that loves every single one of these lives. What is human trafficking? And everyone is so loved, and I believe they have infinity value and worth. Our, our Heavenly Father sent His Son up on a rescue mission for all humanity, said Timo. And I believe that is why Jesus came to us, to rescue us from what we could not rescue ourselves from. And one thing that my pastor says is, guys, do you know that once you have been rescued, you are now on the rescue team? And that was something that the first I heard that it just pricked my heart, said Timbo. And it is true. It's true that as we love our faith, and that's a foundation for us, not just in a spiritual sense, but in literal sense for so many people in their darkest hour of need. Timbo said the mission statement for his foundation is one of the clearest things I've ever wrote. And that is, he said, to bring faith, hope, and love to those needing a brighter day in their darkest hour of need. Timbo said this mission statement could not be more real in 2023 when it comes to victims of human trafficking and child sex trafficking and CSAM. Timbo goals is to raise $1 million this year so that the TTF and its partners, a major effort by many amazing groups and people, can help free others from pain and horror. People need faith and hope and love, and they need really to be loved in their darkest hour of need. He said it is his fervent hope that many others will join him in his unknown campaign to help others in need, to choose the best interest of another person and act on their behalf. He said there are numerous ways people can be part of this. Number one is prayer, he said, meaning prayer for all those trapped in horrific situations in places of terror, but also prayer for those engaged on the front lines in the fight for others' lives. He also said more people need to talk about the problems. We need more awareness of these issues that lead to change. And then also he said people can give. His goal is to raise $1 million this year, so TTF and its partners. This is a major effort of many amazing groups and people, he said, can help you free others from places of pain and horror and get them the help and care they need to be restored. There is power, said Timbo, when people come together to good works. Anyone seeking information can check it out, the website of the non-profit Tim Tebow Foundation.